Good Sunday evening, and welcome to the weekend edition of It Is What It Is. Before we begin, a bit of housekeeping to get out of the way. Yes, today I was going to do an ASMR episode. Clearly, you can judge by the volume coming out of my mouth and texture of my voice that this is not happening right now. The reason for that is my sister Mary told me that I need to buy some proper binaural mics, and Tudor said that it would offend the ASMR community if I were to make light of this task. So, sorry, no whispery episodes today. I usually start the show by talking about the state of the COVID-19 pandemic. Coronavirus is the virus, COVID-19 is the illness that you die from. So today, the United States has over 337,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19 and over 9,600 people have died. That means tomorrow we're officially gonna be in the 5-figure territory. That's insane. During 9/11, 3,000 people died. This is gonna be way more than that, and at the end of it, it's gonna be 10 times as much, or 10 to 20 times as much, and that's super scary. I hope you and your family stay safe this coming week. This is just my sincere hope. Also really sad, a tiger at the Bronx Zoo named Nadia is also sick with coronavirus. This is so sad. And talk about timing. First, as a nation, we spent 2 weeks being obsessed with the Tiger King, and now this is just like really too much. Boris Johnson is in the hospital, and the Queen of England made a speech today. It's now on YouTube. I don't want to make light of the situation. However, I can't take the monarchy of England seriously. I know they make so much money and that's why they're, the monarch. I can't take them seriously, other than the fact that they were born into this situation where they're the king and queen. But anyway, the entire time, and they take themselves so seriously, the whole Meghan Markle thing, and like the British press is just like following it. Why can't they just be like, oh, we're landlords, we're really, really rich landlords? But like, I don't understand the fascination with like the crown. Speaking of, so the whole time I'm watching the Queen's speech, and also, by the way, good job, Queen, I guess. I'm just picturing how Netflix is going to recreate this historical moment on The Crown in an upcoming season. Olivia Colman, national treasure of the United Kingdom. She's no longer going to be playing the Queen. She has been replaced, because I think she looks too young, she's been replaced by Imelda Staunton, who played Dolores Umbridge in Harry Potter, which is just weird because, I get it, she looks like the Queen, she's about the same age, so she's going to be playing the Queen. But it's funny because I was thinking about today what the Queen said, which she's like, we will overcome. And I'm just picturing Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter saying, no matter, we will overcome. And like in that evil way. So anyway, probably not the association the Queen was driving at. Speaking of world leaders, you know who doesn't have COVID-19? Yeah, our president. It is what it is. Let's see what else. So, very exciting. So the quarantine most valuable kitchen appliance April Madness bracket is finally in its final round of voting. The last two standing appliances are fridge and washer. Not the dishwasher, just like clothes washer. People have already started voting, and right now it definitely looks like fridge is going to win. I need to figure out what to do with my life after this voting concludes. Making a show every day on YouTube, it's a lot of work. Even though every day it's not that much work, but I'm thinking about the show all the time. Like, what do I want to talk about? Blah blah blah. So I think I need to watch some. I need to watch like what Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy, the other guy, is doing. There's another guy, yeah. And I need to figure out what my late night voice is. And I think I need to have like more interviews, and I think I need to have like better tech, and maybe like better lighting. I mean, I can't even do an ASMR episode. So we need to work on that. By we, I mean me, but you're watching, so I feel like we're in this together, and this is just a heart to heart. Let's see, what else is happening? Oh yeah, I want to spend a minute to talk about this appliance, that my favorite appliance, or one of my favorite appliances, because I have very strong feelings for the dishwasher. Well, anyway, but that's not who I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the Instapot. It got voted out very early, pretty much in the first round, because it was up against the coffee maker, which, by the way, the coffee maker made it all the way up until this last round. Not this current round, but the round before that. And it was bested by the washer. So I definitely feel like at least Instapot didn't go up because of technical errors, didn't go up against something stupid. But yeah, a little bit about my Instapot. Tudor liked to remind me that he got the Instapot way before it became the internet sensation that it is today. I like to remind him that that construct is classic hipster, and he needs to calm down. But anyway, back to the Instapot. The Instapot and I haven't been so chummy always. In fact, even though I've had it for 4 years now, I have never used it until maybe 4 weeks ago when this quarantine started. This is mostly because, like a child, I was really worried that the Instapot, because it's a pressure cooker, would just explode on me for no reason. And it wasn't until I learned that that's not how a pressure cooker works. Like, it just doesn't like spontaneously explode, and that's how they cook the food. I learned that it will only explode if it's like, not an Instapot, and also if it has too much water in it. So this is very much an avoidable death. And this is something that the Instapot has done a lot to make sure that it doesn't happen. So FYI, for those of you who are out there who are afraid to use the Instapot, it's not gonna explode on you. Just 3/4 cup of water in your food, will keep you very safe. So that's cool. Since I learned that fact about 4 weeks ago, I've been using the Instapot almost every day. I feel like this is an infomercial right now, but it has cut my dinner prep time from 1 hour to 15 minutes. Maybe even faster if I'm like not like drinking wine at the same time. That being said, I don't think it should be called the Instapot, because it's not like the microwave where you just pop it in and a minute later your food's coming out piping hot, the wrong texture and everything, but not the point. Anyway, the Instapot, the Insta part in the name implies instant, and no, the food is never that instant. Even when you're just cooking for like 10 minutes, you still have to like let it come to normal pressure so you can open the pot, blah blah blah. But anyway, food is always like at least 30 minutes to an hour away. So yeah, it's not that instant. You still have to like plan your day out so you don't end up eating like 2 hours after you started making food, which is really annoying. That being said, my food has never been more flavorful. I think whatever spice or condiments or seasonings you put into the Instapot, the food comes out like 10 times as flavorful as you think it's gonna be. I'm just gonna say it's science magic. So cool. And also, I've been thinking about this. I don't know her personally, but I'm pretty sure Julia Child would love the Instapot. She just seems to me like kind of like a get her done kind of lady, you know? And I do find myself wondering how like Alice Water or Ina Gardens would feel about this Instapot, cause it, on the one hand, I feel like they would appreciate like how much food you can cook in there. On the other hand, I feel like those two, they're not as like confident in their place in the pantheon of lady cooks in history. I'm pretty sure like Martha Stewart loves the crap out of the Instapot. You know, she won't ever endorse it. That's not her deal. But I think Martha Stewart, yes. Ina Gardens, she's like, what do you think? She's like all about good olive oil. Store bought is fine, but it's not. Yeah, I don't think she'd be into the Instapot. But you know, now that she's drinking all those giant Cosmos, that makes me think that maybe she's okay. Or maybe, but then again, she's drinking a Cosmo, which is like, if you're gonna drink a cocktail, Cosmo, isn't that's a little too high in sugar? It makes me wonder if she's really a cocktail drinker. I feel like if she's really gonna make a cocktail, it should be like a Manhattan or old fashioned, something that's just like pure liquor, not like it doesn't have a filler like a cranberry juice. So yeah, I don't know. Jury's out. I don't know if Ina Gardens would love the Instapot, but Julia Child definitely. Martha Stewart secretly, but definitely. Ina Gardens, probably not, and definitely I don't feel like Alice Waters is all about the Instapot. She's not about it. That's my final like come together. Because of my journey with the Instapot, I feel like I've personally grown because I actually had to learn about how it works, and I had to learn about how to use it, and I had to like think about recipes that I could make into it. I feel like I really want to get a merit badge. I think I deserve a merit badge for learning how to use the Instapot. And honestly, this entire quarantine experience feels like scouts. I've never done any scouting, by the way, because that shit costs money and my parents aren't into that. But I feel like I would have gotten into it. So I think I'm gonna use this time when we're all sheltering in place to come up with some adult merit badges for surviving this thing. Like we're sort of in the wilderness. It's a metaphor. And I think we should get merit badges. I'm going to be working on a series of that in the upcoming weeks. And because, god damn it, I think I deserve merit badges. On that note, I'm going to sign off since it's already late. And my computer's at 4%. Have a great night of sleep, guys. We got another week of Mondays coming up. So good luck and good night. Trophies, put me out.